Ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're going to look at the new Battle Pass tank. Now, we are actually a few days late for this tank. Wargaming was on a holiday, so the contact was on holiday, and he's only just got back, so of course we've only just got the tank on our press account. So, the Ferrum, which is a Japanese heavy tank. To be honest, it looks good. I do love the look of it. It's not too bad, to be fair, for a heavy. It's not too bad at all. It's not the greatest, but it works. It can work. So the armor, you've got 120 millimeters of turret armor, which again for a tier 6 tank isn't so bad. And of course, when you do come up against tier 5s, you will be able to get some bounces on that turret. You also have 135 millimeters of hull armor. So again, not too bad, especially if you are angled, you will be able to get some bounces on this tank. Your DPM is 1,844 with a reload of 7.16 seconds. So reload is not too bad. DPM is kind of average for the tier 6 heavy tank. Penetration, you got 145 on your AP, 195 on your APCR, and 44 on your HE. You've got a 220 alpha gun, 190 on your APCR, and 270 on your HE. Aim time not so great at 4 seconds, and the dispersion also not great at 0.344, and you do only have 6 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So stat wise, I mean, it's average. You know, it is the average Joe. Nothing too special about the tank, nothing fantastic, but there is nothing really really bad about the tank. So we're going to get into the game. Just a couple of games that we had. Nothing too exciting, but just a couple of games just to show you the gameplay, and maybe it will help you make the decision whether or not you want to get the Battle Pass. So as we know, the Battle Pass now has increased its price. However, there is no license, which I really do like. So basically, it's like you pay a higher price for the Battle Pass and you automatically get a license. Now, I wasn't too keen on the license anyway, because if you did get a license, it was a lot easier to be able to get the tank or reach high levels. And yeah, it was okay, but I just think it was for an extra bit of money for Wargaming. It was just a way of them getting the extra bit of money, really. People would buy it because they might not have time to do the full thing, and getting the license does kind of help. So I am glad that they have removed that. Of course, they have upped the price, which is nothing special, to be fair. They've not upped it massively. They have kept pretty much the same price for the last couple of years since they've started. So with the cost of living, etc., I think we was going to expect eventually a price hike in the Battle Pass. But you know, it's still, in my opinion, worth buying with the stuff that you get, especially now with the kit coins that you get as well. You could consider it. You know, it is definitely worth getting, regardless of the tank that you get with it. Of course, if you do buy the Battle Pass, you also get the very first tank, the tier 4 tank, which this time around is the Lux. So that's also another. If you don't own these collectible lower tier collectibles, then you are also you're getting two tanks, and on top of that, you are getting the kit coins, which will help you along the way to get another tank, or one of 3 tanks that you can get through the kit coins. On top of that, obviously, you are getting the gold at the end. You are getting the free XP, premium, etc., etc. So 100%, it is still definitely worth buying the Battle Pass, just because everything that you get around it. And again, like I said, regardless of how good or how bad the Battle Pass tank is, even if you didn't get a Battle Pass tank, then it is still worth buying the Battle Pass. The tank, the tier 6 tank, is just like an added bonus, and I always say that in my videos. The Battle Pass is like an added bonus. Some are really good, some are really bad, some are just average. You know, we've got things like the Cryos, which is absolutely OP, absolutely amazing. And then we get a tank like this. You know, it's a heavy tank, nothing special. but yeah, it's okay. And then we get tanks like the Thunder, which I think is a very, very poor tank. It can do its job. Obviously, it's got high alpha. The DPM is really poor. The reload is really poor. The armor's not great. So yeah, it's a mix and match. You know, I don't think we're going to get too many Cryoses around. You've got the Dreadnought, which is really, really good. Very, very good. So it's not like you're always getting bad tanks in the Battle Pass. Sometimes you do get a really, really good tank. So it's not always. But the majority of the time, the Battle Pass tank will just be an average kind of tank. It's not going to be a very, very special tank, but it's going to be an average tank. Now, obviously, I get all the Battle Pass tanks. I get all the Battle Passes because for me, they are worth it. Even if I don't play that often, the benefits that I get from just spending a few quid is still worth me getting. So we're just going to have this game now. We're going to get that nice kill on Stan 56 driving the Cromwell. So it is one of those tanks that, of course, when you are in tier 6 or tier 5, it isn't a bad tank at all. But when you do come up against those tier 7s, then you might struggle. Just a little bit, and they will be able to penetrate you. You're not going to bounce too much against tier 7s, but against tier 5s and against tier 6s, you can get the odd bounce. So at the moment, we are having just a free roam. We've come to the side. Nobody at all is challenging me. We've got 2 kills, 800 damage, and just look at all these free shots that we are able to do. Yeah, there goes the KV2. And all of a sudden, it just leaves 4 tanks. So we're going to go. We know he's there because we can see the Cromwell being pushed there. So that did help us a lot. Thank you, ARL. So he's now a one-shot. Again, very, very easy. When you have games like this, it is very, very easy. Nobody wants to look at you. Nobody wants to shoot you. And you are literally just getting free damage. And now that Panzer IV has got the kill, I now know that all 3 tank destroyers on the enemy team are all around this side of the corner here. So the SU, goodbye. Kill number 4, just leaves 1 more tank, and at this point I don't really care. I've got the hit points, this guy hasn't. I mean, look at my hit points compared to him, almost 400 hit points more. So we're just going to go down, we're going to get another shot. And that's what I like about this tank, to be fair. Even though it's a heavy, yes, it doesn't have the high alpha, but the reload is pretty good. You know, 6 seconds isn't bad at all. So at that point, the tank isn't so bad. But all other aspects of the tank, they are all average. Nothing too special. It is completely balanced. Nothing OP about the tank. It is just the average kind of tier 6 or battle pass tank. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Goodbye. With